Good morning, sir. Respected TP Das, retired IPS, DG Police, Government of Telangana. We are grateful to have you here. Thank you for joining us today. As a retired Director General of Police with extensive experience in law enforcement, your insights are invaluable. Today we are discussing on the topic cybercrime and digital vulnerability, unveiling the dark side of the internet age. Let's dive into your perspectives on this evolving threat. First question: how has the landscape of cybercrime changed during your tenure, and what do you see as the biggest shifts in the digital age?
Okay. I will thank you first, Shreyan, for having taken up this onerous task of doing this project in a difficult subject and a very challenging subject, which is also developing, evolving as days pass on. I can tell you that my time of service and after retirement has undergone a lot of difference. I retired in 2016 from the service, and I have seen how emerging crimes in cyber crimes and vulnerabilities for cyber security has increased. Maybe from 2010 onwards, for the last 15 years, it is totally different. The scenario is totally so different because the internet penetration for Indian homes, including the rural households, is about 86 to 88% today. And the more of internet penetration is there, and more of the challenges are coming forward to be met. So that what scenario I faced, we had that National Cybercrime Portal coming up in 2013. I was in service that I was the Home Secretary to the Government of Telangana. And today what I see is totally different.
Totally different.
And the number of crimes have increased by leaps and bounds, and of various kinds of challenges have come up. I think I'll tell you this much: it will ever evolve, and in future we'll have more of possibilities after things like darknet and AI have come in.
Yeah. Second question: what are the most common digital vulnerabilities that individuals and organizations face today, and how can they be mitigated?
I will tell you there are two aspects of this question. One is about individual vulnerabilities, and one is about organizational and national vulnerabilities. I've been a police officer myself. So here the question of individual, talking of national vulnerabilities, are something very immense, of immense potential. Individuals do not recognize this when we delve into the cybercrime business. Supposing, for example, you have cyber espionage. We indulge in a lot of espionage activities and counter espionage activities in police, in the law enforcement. So there is a specific group, and as you know, this net is worldwide, and
Yes,
all
worldwide.
And all information systems is open to vulnerabilities. So we have things like, from an organizational point of view, like espionage. I would say today in the Indian context, you have organizations as big as banks and the railways and the civil aviation organization. I mean, everything can be disrupted in no time by hacking of systems.
Hacking or
Yes.
phishing.
So phishing also it can be done. So these are all organizational possibilities which can happen. So that is one aspect of things. But for an individual, I could say the individual cyber crimes also have increased, and the dimensions have become different now. Most of the individual cyber crimes are directed towards
Online shopping and
financial frauds,
financial
basically,
frauds.
including online shopping,
Yes.
or basically it is to defraud your bank accounts, or investment scams where you give money to scamsters who do not have anything to show. So, and that way money is transferred, and now it is all digitally transferred. So we don't
Yes.
have checks written as we were doing 15, 18 years back. So today, those for example, for sex extortion or extortion, whatever you must say, these are all very, very digital arrests. Digital arrests. Digital arrests is a concept which about 2 years back it has come in, and today people are careful about it. I'll tell you about a case where we had somebody a very important person also facing digital arrest and transferred a lot of money. And the problem with the individual cyber crime is that once you are defrauded, it is very difficult
to
retrieve the money.
Retrieve the money back.
To investigate the money trail and to retrieve the amount also,
Yes.
and to pay back to the depositor. That's also equally difficult in the legal system what we have today. So these are two different aspects, I should say.
Third question: can you share your insights from any notable cybercrime cases you have encountered without compromising on confidentiality?
Yeah.
What lessons were learned?
I'll tell you a few things. As I told you, the complexities of these crimes have become very different.
Yeah.
What I see about 9 years back. But I'm still working with some organizations where people are vulnerable. There's a case we had recently in I work for the education sector. We had a very important person who was put to digital arrest. A very important person, and he's from one of the top IITs of this country, and he's occupying a very big position in our organization. Now he was put to digital arrest. How he was put to digital arrest? He knows me very well, and we keep on interacting. But he was so afraid of a call made by from
Unknown
Bombay
numbers.
police, from unknown number.
Yes.
WhatsApp call made from an unknown number, and they introduced them as coming as from Mumbai crime branch.
Oh.
They said your bank account has been used to launder money and send money outside,
Oh, no.
and also was used to and your address is also available on a particular parcel which is carrying contraband weapons or something like that, drugs or whatever, and is seized by customs in the Bombay airport. And that is why he transferred that call immediately to a supposedly a police officer, saying that I am DCP of Bombay Police, and they said that here your bank account has been used. You are under watch, and then you should be under video call all the time. You cannot leave your house. Otherwise, you'll put to a lot of other difficulties, arrests and things like that. So you are under watch. So keep the video on and do as I say. Okay. So this continued for 2 days, and the person, a dignified person, an academician, is so afraid. What he did, he just closed his door because his family stays elsewhere. So he had no means to do anything. And they asked for his bank account number, and he gave his bank account number because they wanted for investigation purpose. Why do you want a bank account number?
Yes.
No, your account is used for defrauding. For kind of money laundering. So you have to give your bank account number. So this man, in very, right earnest and in a very innocent manner, he shared his number, and you will not imagine. After the bank account number was shared, then he immediately transferred, and the money was taken from his account, and then he was kept under watch. After all that, after 2 days, somebody went to his house and asked him, "What are you doing?" He said, "No, I'm terribly afraid because they said this is the problem like this for the last 2 days. You have Mr. Das, who is a retired DGP. Why don't you consult him?" He said, "No, I cannot talk to him. If I talk to him, I'll be exposed and all that."
Oh, yes.
So this person came and talked to me that this is what has happened. Now what is to be done? I said, nothing needs to be done. Ask him to be free. Has he lost money? Yes, he has lost some money. Didn't have a big amount in his bank. Anyway, I got a case registered with the National Cybercrime Portal and for the recovery of money and for this case. And this case was a typical case of digital arrest. When I was in service, we never had these kinds of things, digital. This concept of digital arrest was not there. So this is one thing I can tell you, that we lodged a complaint with the cybercrime portal. The Government of India, we have a cybercrime portal, and also to the local police here.
Local police
but you see, in these kinds of things, the local police has got so many things to do, and they lose track every day. Every third day is a case. This is what has happened. But anyway, it was reported to the police, and investigation is still going on in this case.
Next question.
Yeah.
How prepared are the police forces in here at Hyderabad to handle cyber crimes, and what improvements do you recommend? Are they strong enough to defend this cyber crimes? Or
as I told you, Mr. Shreyan, the police department has gone far in recognizing as this is an important kind of crime
Issue.
because we, apart from the physical crimes or financial frauds and all that, and the police has also geared up to have special cybercrime bureaus for this kind of investigation. But the issue is mostly about not the investigation part of it. How do you prevent?
Yes.
How do you educate the
prevent
public?
it?
The common public does not know
Common
what
public
we are
does
discussing
know.
amongst ourselves. They do not know. How do you educate them? So you will find in the local newspapers or any national newspapers also, I mean, police officers who are serving in this cyber security bureau, they give a lot of interviews and they give a lot of inputs on which we can we should keep in mind.
Yes.
We tend to take it for granted or take it in our stride. Okay, something is being spoken. It is not like that. One has to be very serious in understanding, even for a person like police officer like me. Okay, so I would say a lot of strides have been made, but we still to be vulnerable to this because we find. I'll tell you one thing. In India, from 10 lakh cases in 2022, it jumped to 20 lakh cases in 2024 in the entire country. This because in the rural population you have internet everywhere. You have public Wi-Fi. For
Public
example,
Wi-Fi.
that is again
more insecure for the citizens.
But people are not aware of this.
Yes.
So one has to be always educated on this and updated on this. That is what I would say.
Next question. What advice would you give to the general public to protect themselves from cyber threats in everyday activities?
See, I mean, there are many ways you can educate the public, particularly the common public who are not aware of many things. The most important is how do you prevent financial scams and frauds from their bank accounts.
Yes.
That is only possible if you do not respond to
Unknown numbers.
unknown WhatsApp messages,
Yes.
unknown video calls on WhatsApp, and don't open unknown links or websites which are not verified.
But how would you convey the public about this?
So it means continuous education, Shreyan. It's not possible to do it in a day because people need to be told repeatedly about this. They should not. We have a tendency. Supposing I'm told that I'll gain a lot of money in a short time by investing in so and so this thing, and I open a link and I start investing. It happened to one of my close relations. Start investing, and then you find it doubled in no time. A particular amount is asked, and then the money also came back to the account of this person. Then you asked him, and he was encouraged, tempted to invest more. And once the investment was done, more amount was done. And when she wanted to withdraw the amount, and
Yes.
it was stopped, saying that no, you have to pay this tax and that tax. So we knew it's a case of fraud. These are things. How do you? That means you don't have to respond to
These
calls
or
calls or open links.
Open links.
To that. That is what is required. Second is for your personal protection. It's always advisable to understand that we should have longer passwords.
Longer password and more complex passwords.
Complex words with letters, numbers, as well as other kinds of characters you can put. That is one. The general tendency of people is to put their passwords as their date of birth, year of birth, or something, and they will put it across so many bank accounts. Now, what happens is anybody can access.
Anybody can access it.
So, or they will suspect that yes.
Suspect.
That's what. So these are kinds of things. But again, the challenge is that if you have a complicated password, what happens is difficult to remember.
Yes, difficult to remember.
You have to have it noted and kept with somebody who is very close to you. And supposing your dad or your mom, they should have that password with them in kind of this thing. And another thing is these banks. I mean, many of these WhatsApp messages ask for the OTPs, or the CVVs.
And,
you know what is a CVV?
Yeah.
So for kinds of scams like so, one should never share the one-time passwords or the CVVs of the credit cards or
credit card numbers.
Actually, more of fraud goes with the debit cards, basically.
Debit cards,
yes.
Mainly with savings
yes. And we have also cases of extortion, where money is extorted we have sexual kind of pornography also spreading out, because these sell very wide
Yes.
in everywhere. That is what to be avoided.
Next question. Looking ahead, what do you predict for the future of cybercrime, and how can we build more secure digital ecosystem?
It's a very difficult question to answer, but anyway, it is a challenge and it is evolving. So we need to devise policies. We need to have
Law enforcement.
cyber security professionals in important organizations who are experts in installing software, installing
Antivirus
systems,
systems or
antivirus systems. Yes. So these are kinds of things required, but the requirement is too much, and we are still in the process of having more cyber security professionals to prevent systems being hacked. That is what I should say. And in future also, we need to understand. See, once you have the artificial intelligence or you have the dark web coming,
dark web or AI.
So these things are going to make it even more difficult and investigation more complex. As you know, dark web is
web. I have seen many cases.
Yes. It's mostly, see, why it is difficult to detect or determine is because the in dark web is the same on the net, but they're all encrypted, so you do not know who is the originator of this. And it's basically used for drugs, for drug peddling, and for weapons peddling, and weapons, transshipped weapons, and all that. It involves a lot of money is coming in. So these are possibilities which are endless, and it's a challenge to every law enforcement agency today, everywhere in the world.
Yes.
I would say.
Thank you so much for respected TP Das, Sir IPS, retired DG Police Government of Telangana. For this has been an eye-opening conversation. Your decades of experience, sharp insights and practical advice have truly unveiled both the gravity of cyber threats and the path to digital safety. On behalf of Jubilee Hills Public School, we are deeply grateful for your time and wisdom. We hope today's discussion will inspire this generation to stay vigilant and proactive. Once again, thank you, sir, for your invaluable service to the nation and for guiding us today.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm equally thankful to you. Okay? All the best, Mr.